In this video, I'm going to do a cost breakdown about how much I spent setting up my own home gym. When I first started on this project, this whole room needed a lot of renovating. So we started off with a waterproof membrane. This was essential to our build as it will keep out moisture. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a builder. I don't really understand what these things do. I just know it had to be done. And that goes the same for most of these other things I'm gonna list off. So waterproof membrane to cover this area, £49. And chipboard flooring was then laid down next, which set me back, there were 28 pieces. Now each piece cost £21. So in total, I spent £588 on chipboard flooring. But hey, now at least we didn't have a cold concrete floor. I then have a category of fixings and hardware. Now this includes stuff like screws, nails, bolts, timber connectors, silicone, masking tape, adhesive, little bits and bobs like that you often forget about. That sort of added up to £334.47. Then we've got our window board, and that cost, there's 3 of them actually, because I've got 3 windows in here. In total, I spent £53.20 on window boards. And then what we did with the floor, we had to do with the walls. So the walls weren't insulated, it's just pure brickwork, and it was very cold in this building. So the walls were covered in a waterproof membrane. That set me back £101.18. On the timber framing that goes all the way around this whole building, we spent £449.30. So far, next to the flooring, it's our second biggest expense. Insulation. Insulating the walls, making sure that this building has some sort of heat retention and resistance from the outside elements, that can keep the heat in. We spent £211.69. LED lighting, I've got 6 panels here in total, each one costing £36.06. So in total, that is £216.36 on the LED lights. All of that then got covered up in plasterboards, and that set me back £251.40. All of the walls were then plastered, and labor and materials added up to £650. I then had to get a new door because the previous door that was there, it was just a block of wood with a little lock on it. But when I understood the door industry and how you can get less secure ones, more secure ones, or Eddie Hall proof ones, then I realized that it's probably worth getting a decent door. So I went for a composite door, and that set me back £557. My biggest regret and purchase of this whole thing was a wall-mounted ballet bar. Now, this was a request by Kirsty. I just feel like it wasn't a good spend of money. So if I had another choice, would I spend £218.40? I would probably spend it on something else. I don't think the ballet bar was worth it. Part of me kind of wants to start doing ballet just so I can get good use out of the bar. I'm at least gonna stretch my hamstrings or something. Wireless chargers. These are by far the most impressive thing that when anybody comes in here, they're like, oh my God, this is such a sick feature. And I tell you what, they're very affordable to set up as well. They're not as expensive as you might think. So these chargers, you make a hole in whatever surface you want to put it into, and they sit flush on that surface. And then on the other end, it's just a USB. So you just connect USB to power and you've got wireless charging. I can just simply put my phone down on a windowsill or my floating shelf, and it will just charge my phone. Each charger costs £21.99, and I've got 3 of them, so grand total of £65.97 for wireless charging. And I went for this fancy vinyl flooring. The company I went for is called EcoCore, and I went for Scandinavian Pine. I had to get 25 packs of those, which added up to £1,503.47. Let's talk about lighting now. I went with cove lighting. So as you can see here in my frame, you see the orange and the pink reflecting in the mirror. Those are LED strips that are stuck in a cove. So this cove set me back £44.09. That might sound cheap. However, the lights that I decided to use in the coving were not cheap at all. Now, in the whole house, I used the Philips Hue system, and I didn't want to switch to any other provider. Now, the beauty with Philips Hue is that it just works amazing. Everything's on my phone, it's on an app, they do great accessories. The light that the LED strips produces is really nice as well. As you can see for filming, it's great. You don't see any flicker or any other rubbish stuff that really cheap LED strips give you. For a pack of a 2-meter LED strip, they charge about £65, and I needed 10 packs. There's lights literally everywhere. There's one under my floating shelf, there's one behind the telly, and there's loads of strips around the whole room. So for lighting, I ended up spending around £650. If there's gonna be pretty lights and a nice looking room here, I'm gonna wanna spend a lot of time in here. And that's what it's about. I'm on a fitness journey and I wanna be comfortable in the place I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in. So there you go, that's my excuse. Boring stuff now, skirting, £51.60. Not so boring stuff, speakers, £659 on the sound system here, with an additional £111.60 because I needed to get the brackets. The floating TV unit below the telly, that was a purchase from IKEA and that set me back £190. Now I also did my own custom build with a couple of cabinets together for extra storage in this place, and the total of that build came to £191. I also put a worktop on top of the cabinets so it could double up as storage plus a sitting space. Now that worktop was from a previous project. It was like some leftover material that I thought would be perfect in here. I remember paying around £300 for a 3-meter length. So I kept half of it and used it in this project. So you could say that worktop cost another £150, but I like how the gray matches the gray of the floors. So it was perfect. Painting this building, we used some simple eggshell white. There was about 20 litres. So estimating about 60 to 70 pounds spent on paint. Got myself a little fridge as well for £170 and 96 pence. Having a drinks fridge in a place like this where you work out, get hot and sweaty and thirsty is just ideal. Air conditioning, it also doubles up as heating. The way my brain's working on this is that, listen, if I make this the only room in the house that has aircon, and this is the only room that I can use during summer heat waves, then I'm gonna be doing a lot of good, useful work here. I am gonna be working out. And my all-in cost with the aircon unit, that includes labor and installation, added up to £2,015 and 15 pence. So I went for the Dakin unit, which has a very nice, slick design compared to some of the other bulky options out there on the market. Got a telly in the room, £579 for this telly. So I got a whole row of mirrors in here as well. And as soon as they got installed, this place jumped up a level. It all of a sudden started to feel like a proper gym. Mirrors weren't cheap either. £2,317, and that includes labor as well. I feel like the mirrors are a great addition. I have no regrets with them. It's a shame they cost that much because they do add a lot of value to the space. They make this room feel twice as big. Added a plant wall. A lot of people ask me where I get these plant walls from. It's a website called Bloomin' Artificial, and I spent £392 decorating that wall. So something like that. Got some blinds from Dunelm, 20 quid. Dry linen boxes, wire connectors, plugs and other components. Add all of those little bits up. £74 and 35 pence. And you know what? That's pretty much it for the list. The grand total of renovating this building from the shell that you saw it into a cozy room cost £12,905 and 19 pence. Projects like these are supported by myself working with other brands such as AirUp. So I want to give a big shout out to them for working with creators like myself and supporting me on this fitness journey. Did you just ask me who AirUp are? AirUp is a bottle that gives you flavor to pure water using just air. Let's just say this, if this was around in medieval times, you'd probably get burnt at the stake, people thinking you're a witch. All you have to do is pull it up on the tab and sip away. You know what I want to see from AirUp one day? Design team, if you're watching this, let's make an RGB bottle. This is turned into a Dragon's Den pitch. You can make an accessory that screws onto the bottom for the clear bowls, and bam, you've got an RGB edition AirUp. Yeah. Anyway, back to the science of how this works. When drinking through this bottle, a slipstream is created through the straw and it travels through to the scented pod, and that's where your retronasal smell kicks in. It's a technical term for smelling through the back of your throat.
So essentially, you're smelling through the back of your nose.
And when you smell something in your mouth, it passes through the back of the throat to the olfactory center in the nose and manifests in the brain as a taste. With AirUp, you get the enjoyment of flavor without having to consume anything unnatural. On really tough days, AirUp has helped me avoid bad options. At the end of the day, it's all about the small little wins that you can have throughout your day that add up. But don't judge me for this, but I actually like filling this up with sparkling water because it tricks my mind even further, thinking that I'm drinking a soda drink. I just love the taste of those bubbles ripping into my tongue. You know that first sip of carbonated water? You sip it and you go, oh, it's blowing my head. I enjoy that. A bit like Like eating a spoonful of wasabi and your head just explodes. How I feel like when I'm drinking sparkling water, and I'm down for it. Right now, just to attract a wider demographic and make you guys think I'm normal, this is still water in here. If you're interested in Air Up for yourself, check out the link in my description. Have fun, stylize your bottle. They've got all sorts of colors, accessories, different flavored pods. Have fun with it. I want to start this section with a little weight update for you guys. I got this calendar on Amazon for $12.99. I like the design of it. Now, I actually track my weight daily. Every morning when I wake up, I weigh myself on the Fitbit scales and it syncs it to an app. Now, the reason I'm doing that is so that I have like a very nice and precise graph throughout my whole journey, and I can see the way my weight is trending, whether it's going up or down. It's just really good to see that data. And as of today, Monday, the 22nd of May, I weighed in at 104.9 kg. So let's round it up. Let's say 105. 105 kg. And then I could step back and have a look. At the start of May, I was 108. And I moved down to 106. So I'm going steady at sort of like 1 kg a week-ish. I'm hoping by the end of the month, I could be a strong or like in the low ends of the 104. When you're going to be training with loads of heavy equipment, it's important that you have your floor protected. Now, I've got a really nice laminate floor here. And the last thing I want to do is damage it. So I've got this section where the weights are going to be padded out with this rubber flooring. They come in like these slabs and they're really easy to connect together. And each of these slabs come in at £24.99. And the total cost for this area added up to £701.93. This is a Primal's half rack and it cost me £1,099. This is like the centerpiece of the gym, I like to think, because this is where I do most of my compound movement exercises. The barbell, bench, and the bumper plates were a separate purchase to this half rack. And in my opinion, they were essential purchases to complete a half rack because they complement every single exercise that you'll be able to do on here. This folding bench from Inspire was $249.99. If I want to do a bench press, I can have it completely flat and just lay on that and do my bench press. If I want to introduce some variations and do some sort of incline benches, I can take it up a notch. And then if I want to do any shoulder presses with my dumbbells, I can put it all the way up. Here we have the Texas Power Bar. This is apparently the Rolls Royce of power bars. I don't exactly know all the scientific information about it. I'm not as enthusiastic about it as my friend Jack here filming me. He's the one that recommended me one of these power bars. Why did you recommend it? What did you say?
I've had one for 3.5 years. I love it. It's amazing. Well, the knurling on it, super, super sharp. It's like a cheese grater. I've cut my hands up on it a million times and it's really painful. And I wanted to inflict the same level of pain on Con because, you know.
Right, that's not what you told me when I bought it. At this rate, they should have you as a salesman because you convinced me to spend $449.99 on a piece of metal.
The company that sold it to you.
Bro, how is this like almost £500? Do you know what I mean? I'm not complaining about it because I've actually found it very comfortable to use. I'm a gym newbie, right? So I have nothing to compare it to. Now, when it comes down to putting on weight onto the barbell that I'm gonna use in my half rack, I went for these bumper plates from Primal. They're pretty cool, they're rubber coated. Also like how they're color coded. So they've got different sprinkles of color in them. And if you use them enough, you'll remember that green is 10 kg, yellow is 15, blue is 20, reds are 25. There you go. So a total of 150 kg and it cost me £525 for these weights. What I do want to buy is lower weight just so I can go up in smaller weight increments. So eventually I might add something like 2.5 kg plates. Got these amazing spring release collars, again from Primal. Got them in this red color and they're very easy to use. And for a pair, they came in at £21.60. This RDX belt. Guess how much this is? Nothing, it's priceless. My good friend Jack gifted it to me so I can have better core stability.
Brace your core.
And then you also gifted me this thing. What's this called? A wedge?
A wedge, yeah.
I love this little wedge.
Also, so you don't blow your back out.
Well, yeah, so you roll the weights on top of it and then it allows you to have elevation so you can pull off certain. Do they do this in black? I want one in black.
Oh, right, okay. You want it in black? Is that one not good enough for you?
Thank you for gifting this to me, Jack. But I'm gonna.
I didn't have one in black to give you for free.
Just remember, Jack, that when I get one for myself, it means I've outgrown you. All right. This thing. Can I do a pull up yet? Oh. Barely. I can do half an excuse one. It's because I did arms day yesterday. That's why I can't do it again now in front of you guys. No, this is the Inspire FT1, the functional trainer, AKA the cable pulley machine. It does what it sounds like. You just pull these cables and you adjust the weights. I don't know why I'm explaining this. Half of you guys know way more than I do. Yeah, it's got loads of different accessories. So you can unclip something like this and put a different handle or different type of grip on here, which is actually included in the cost of this machine, which is $2,499.99. Say for example, if I wanted like a little band that will help me actually do pull-ups and train for chin-ups and stuff like that. So I can put it on here, put my knees on and allow the weights to help push me up and do that type of stuff. I feel like this machine has endless possibilities. Like you can do so much on it. I wanted to get myself a selection of free weights so I can add some variety to my workouts. And I went for a bunch of different dumbbell weights. I am missing one set on here. They haven't been delivered yet, but I went for 2.5 kg, 5 kg, 7.5 kg, 10 kg, 15 and 20. And the total I ended up spending on these dumbbells came to a total of £293.94. And the rack itself cost £163.99. And just to keep track of more progress that I'm doing, or any notes I need to write, or if somebody writes me down an exercise I want to try in the future, got myself a whiteboard. And the total of it came to £35.59. And that is the whole entirety of the strength training part in my gym. Now, let's talk about the bit that everybody dislikes, cardio. But before that, let me show you some cool accessories that I got for myself. I got a sweatsuit. Actually, I've got an idea. Sweatsuit. This is the most unbreathable type of thing ever. It's got like this rubber padding inside and it's supposed to basically seal in every single bit of like moisture that comes out from your body. And it's supposed to trap it and it's supposed to make you sweat. But hey, if you guys got any ideas that you'd like me to try out in a sweatsuit, leave your comments below. Like, are there any type of exercises I should try on it? Is there a video concept where I see how much weight or water weight I lose in a certain amount of period of time? Let me know. Maybe I'll wear it to a Sidemen shoot when we're filming a video. I'm pretty sure the boys will appreciate that sort of professionalism from me if I wore this to set. And I was hoping to sort of take advantage of this suit and use it with my treadmill. You must be asking me, Con, that is a cool looking sweatsuit. How much is that? I want one. It's getting hot. £47.99. Also got myself a weighted vest to add to the intensity of the type of workouts I'm wanting to do. Maybe I should put that on. It's an actual struggle putting this weighted vest on. It weighs 20 kilograms. So when I hold this, it's bloody heavy, right? And this is the amount of weight I want to lose. So it's just a good visual representation of how I'd feel after I've lost this weight, like how light my body would feel. Am I making sense? I don't know if I've got it the right way around, but basically you strap yourself in and then you wear this for a brief period of exercise. And it's really difficult sometimes, especially just like doing like something like an intense 45-minute walk uphill in this combination. You will burn calories. I feel like I'm in a drill video. Let me see if I can do any type. Okay. All right, well, that was a challenge. I did one. I can do star jumps. The weighted vest, $49.99. Again, maybe I can make a video out of this as well. So post your ideas in the comments and let me know what ridiculousness I could get up to with this. Apart from that, let me introduce you to my treadmill. This is the Peloton tread. No, I didn't need to go all fancy and use a Peloton tread, but I like it, okay? I think we're establishing a theme here with Con. He likes his gadgets. The Peloton tread came in at £2,545. Now, Peloton as a company come with loads of cool features. I specifically wanted to take advantage of all the classes they offer. So you can basically pick whatever class you want. And for example, there's running, walking ones, but there's also stuff like cardio and yoga. And my favorite feature is the fact that you can cast a screen to a nearby TV. And to my convenience, I've got one right there. I also got myself like the heart rate band for the Peloton thing. So this syncs up with the tread. You wear it when you go for a run and it logs all your details and your heart rate. I just really enjoy keeping a track of all those stats. It's not something you have to do or everybody has to do. It's just something that I find really interesting because I'm into my gadgets and tech. Fuse anything with tech and you have my interest. That's what I'm trying to say. This is called the RDX F6. It's a 4/5 foot 2-in-1 training punch bag. And it set me back $42.99. I haven't had an opportunity to mount this anywhere in my gym, so it's just kind of been on the side right now. But this is how it arrived. It actually arrived with the stuffing inside. The stuffing, the weight inside, old bits of clothing by the looks of it. Very interesting. Makes for a very decent punch bag, to be honest. The reason I don't have it up anywhere is because my roof, it won't support this weight. So I'm trying to figure out a solution of how I can mount this. I bought this chain lock and I hung it up on this, but the problem is it hangs too low. So it actually touches the floor. I want it to go up a bit higher. So I'm just working on that solution. And then whenever I want, I can basically drag this up here. Hey, who am I? Getting out of the gym with the equipment that you've just seen adds up to a grand total of £8,892.95. And that brings our total of the whole gym project to £21,798.14. There you go. And that's my gym project all done. Overall, I'm extremely happy with what I've managed to achieve over the past year and a bit. Working on this project. I'm also very much enjoying using the space as I'm trying to go through a fitness transformation journey. Hopefully in another couple of months' time, I'll be able to come back to you guys with a new weight goal. Thank you for watching the video and I'll see you guys next time. See how sweaty I've got. It won't really show up because I'm wearing a black t-shirt. If I was wearing a grey t-shirt, you'd probably see a big sweat patch behind me, but I am damp. I am damp. I need a shower. I don't know why you're still filming, to be honest. It's a bit